You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, go, Check Mike. Watch 55. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Red 80.
Check.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Come on, let's go.
Topper!
Flare. Red 80.
Hey, Foxtrot!
Now it's Darnold. He's got a man, complete. Just bowling over tacklers. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's make these babies crawl. Monday. Shift. Switch.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
You're not going anywhere, man. What are
Tough
you doing?
running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rosen. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Let's go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A throw over the middle, taken in, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
180. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, quarter. Check 13. Check 13.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Keep playing hard.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
You ain't got nothing.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
They're going to start. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Game time. Game time.
We're going to sign. Watch 52. 52's the mic. I got wide.
Now on second and 13. Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Powell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
There we go, G.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Watch the shit. Yellow 80. Mike 55. Right there.
Darnold on third down. Open man is Anderson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Joker.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Check 3.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Keep working.
Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, up in Buffalo, the Bills have taken the early lead. We'll try and keep you updated there as well as the other spots around the league as we move past the halfway point this week in the NFL season. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
54.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now it's Rosen. Now he's forced out, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
That 180.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Here we go.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now it's Crowder. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
All day. I'm coming after you.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Switch. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. With Devontae Parker, there was quite a bit of chatter in the offseason that the Dolphins might not pick up his fifth-year option, but they did, and one man who's certainly happy with that, quarterback Josh Rosen. It's a guy that Brian Flores, head coach of Miami, wants around and in that locker room. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Hey, watch
Now Drake. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down.
Mike 50. Mike 54.
Hug.
Ball. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
From the 44, Rosen. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. And this is caught inside the 5. 39 yards there, a big one.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Alert. Don't be scared of it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Rosen will throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Time. 55, Mike 55. Get him, get him, get him.
Darnold from the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy, because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beating on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quinnen Williams in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Crowder now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now Darnold. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But it's going to be second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the slant.
Darnold now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Williams. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities the season season to go 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Neville Hewitt, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On third down, Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded just inside the 30. Whoa, shifty. Whoa. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Yellow 80. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, but now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And able to connect with Berrios. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
We go side.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Cut, cut, cut.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
He's checking.
Here's Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Let him know.
Red 80.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
I got you.
And now it's Rosen looking. He'll set up the screen to Drake. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Rashad Jones. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
We got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
On 3rd down, Drake. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Alert 3, alert 3.
61, matchbox lights.
To throw is Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
We call that a sack lunch.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
36, 36.
Ready?
Here's Darnold. He's got Anderson right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
L80.
Mike, 55.
Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back. Darnold now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check. Lock. Recon, 132 fighter.
Red 80.
Now it's Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Yeah, way to go.
Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 49.
Again, it's Bell. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go.
The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Yeah, baby.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So we got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Here goes, set. 55, Mike 55. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. This is Anderson over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish.